else was I doing? Hello, David. Are you Mr. King? I'm assuming. Some of y'all are new. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything set up right now. It's my first break in like probably 2 or 3 months. I'm a baseball player, so I kind of, sorry, trying to get everything figured out. Hey, Mr. Jeff. All right. So, first we're doing the Topps tribute, which was like a draft or like it was a spot thing where like we'll have random spots, and the first patch we pull goes to Mr. Muckbear, second to Jeff, the third will go to Chris, and then all the bases will go to Scotty, Agoins, and like all these. That was kind of the main. You had to supposed to get into that to get into the Tristar right here, which is it's a pro debut from 2007. It's 10 autographs, one autograph per pack. That seems pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not excited about sorting it, but it's all right. It'll be fun. Mike Moustakas is in there. Max Scherzer. I think Clayton Kershaw is one of the things. Yeah. I know there's a lot of playoff baseball going on right now, but the Braves are not in it, so I don't have to watch anything. First time since I was in 7th grade? Yeah, 7th grade. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna put on some music so we can have a little background noise. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I got my speaker.
Power on.
That's loud.
Bluetooth connected.
Instrumental. Let's see. Sorry, it's a little boring right now. I'm waiting. I'm kind of giving everybody till like 8:10-ish until I'm on. But yeah, my teammates are watching for the first time tonight. What's up, Ham? What's up, Porter? First time. All right. Only 2 viewers of the chat. Four? We got 4. That's not bad. We'll start breaking at like 8 or 9. We'll let everybody get in here and hopefully come say hey. Trying to think if there's anything exciting to talk about here. The Chops tribute we opened before. It had we had 1 pack and it was out of 50 Joey Votto we pulled. That was like a nice Canada patch. That was really cool. It was actually one of my favorite pulls we've ever had. But I'm excited to see what we have tonight. And the TriStar, I have no clue what to expect. It's 70 cards, 10 autographs, all minor leagues. Mike Moustakas is the Mike Moustakas is the headliner, face of it, I guess. Yeah, there's some farmhands. We get some dual autos, maybe some fun stuff. All right, John's here. Mr. John's here. Let's get ready. Right there. All right. So I'll kind of explain as we go who's getting what card whenever it happens. Let's rip. 2013 Topps Tribute to WBC. We're going top, across, and then down across to the left, to right. A little lean right there. Whoa. All right. Here we go. What's up? All right. So this first card, Andre Rienzo from Brazil is going to Scotty. Marco Estrada from Mexico, that's an auto next, is going to Andrew. A Carlos Santana base auto is going to Muck Bear. Kazuo Matsui is going to Goins. And Carlos Santana is going to Scotty. Let me write that down real quick. That's pretty cool. Our first auto is a Carlos Santana auto that you can't see apparently. For the Dominican Republic. That's pretty cool. That's going to Muck Bear. Let's see. I'm probably just going to sleeve the actual major leaguers. That way, goodness gracious, that looks thin. That's not thick enough. This one's a little thicker. Yeah, there we go. Carlos Santana going to Muck Bear. And then we'll sleeve the actual major leaguers. I think Marco Estrada made it to major leagues. Never heard of the other two. But you never know. They could have some huge fans in Brazil or wherever they're from. Not Brazil. Oh, he's from Brazil, yes. Alright, next pack. Ooh, this one's thick. Goodness gracious. This one feels weird. Nothing's too special yet. Probably just a patch. Chin Ming Wang. Miguel Cabrera. Atsushi Nomi. Felipe Almont for Canada. And a pitcher, Ross Detweiler. Major leaguer. Going to Jeff. I don't remember what team he played for, but I do know he's a major leaguer. So, these cards look really nice and clean. Big fan. We got Miguel Cabrera in that pack, so that's a good start. there. And Miguel Cabrera. We'll put these. Yeah, that's right. Let's write them down. Cabrera's going to Scotty. Nomi is going to Chris, and Almont is going to John. Maybe we'll pull some cool patch or something here in a minute. John Axford for Canada, major leaguer. Micah Vilas, sounds like a major leaguer. Dae Kang Yang. Elvis Andrus, major leaguer. And then we got an auto for Derek Holland. That's pretty sweet. Not numbered, but another major leaguer. Doing solid in that aspect right now. Major leaguers are always fun. And he was actually pretty good for a few years there. I liked playing with him on MLB The Show whenever he was in there. He was on MLB The Show. That's going to transparency cards. No, that's going to Chris. The Derek Holland is going to Chris. And then, let's see, John Axford. And then I think Elvis Andrus was a major leaguer. I think he's still playing, is he not? Or did he just retire recently? Let's see. Maybe we'll hit a patch here in a minute. That's what I'm really here for. A fun, low numbered. There we go. That's a thick patch. Holy cow. Gio Gonzalez. Shinosuke Abe. Jonathan Lucroy. Uh-oh. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We'll figure something out. There's only 4 cards in this pack. But who is that? Miguel Montero out of 25. That is pretty sweet. That's going to transparency. A nice patch right there. Got the yellow and the white. Miguel Montero. That is sweet. That is cool. He's a major leaguer too. So that's a good start. Gonzalez, Lucroy, Abe. Sorry. Yeah. The whole box, I think, was $4.30 for the whole thing, which wasn't a bad deal. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I jumped all over it. I hadn't seen one of these for sale yet, so goodness gracious, that is a thick card. Gentle, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Whew. I need an extra thick one for that one. Oh goodness, where are they at? There we go. Hopefully this will work. That is a pretty sweet patch, though. Goodness gracious. I don't think I have anything thicker than this. Trying to be gentle. Yeah, no. I'll figure something out with that. Chris, I'll let you know. Or transparency. I'll be gentle with that. Hopefully. For some reason it's not working. I gotta get a thicker top loader for it. Nice card though. Yeah, total for the box is about $430. So it's not a bad deal for a tribute box, especially not one with those kinds of numbers or these kinds of people. I always like the WBC boxes. Even like 3 years ago, whenever they did the WBC boxes, I was a huge fan of them. Even though I didn't hit anything, really. I just thought they were a cool concept. Goodness gracious. Here's another thick one. Jimmy Rollins. That's a good start. Adrian Gonzalez and Jameson Taillon. 3 major leaguers. Can we make it 4? Out of 50. Ooh. Edwin Encarnacion. For the Dominican Republic. There's a little red in there on the end, but it's mainly blue and white. That is a sweet card. That is sick. Yeah, I like that a lot. 4 major leaguers. And who's, oh yeah. Beautiful. Might have to be careful with this one. This one's going to John. Congrats, Mr. John. I know this is a kind of a Blue Jay legend, which you're a Yankees fan, or Red Sox fan. Sorry. But yeah, that is a pretty cool card. I'm trying to figure out the best way to protect it. I think somewhere in here I have extra thick ones. I just don't know where it is. There we go. There we go. I got it. Goodness gracious. There we go. And then I'll put transparencies in there too. I luckily had 2 thick ones lying around. There we go. Sweet. Sweet cards right there. And then the Rollins and Adrian Gonzalez, all of them. 3 major leaguers right there. I was expecting less major leaguers, honestly. Which I'm hopefully haven't jinxed us for our last box. All right. Last pack right here. Get it out of the way. And good luck to Andrew Goins, G. It is an auto, it looks like. Anthony Rizzo. Shehu Hassan Lin. Ryan Vogelsong. Major leaguer. For a little bit. Jinho Sang and Martin Prado. That's not how I want to. Yeah. Yep. There you go, Andrew. Ryan Vogelsong. I cannot remember what team he played for. Oh, that's out of 50. I did not realize that. That's our first numbered auto out of 50. But congrats, everybody. Thank y'all for joining that break. I'll kind of send y'all a list of who y'all hit tonight. Wait. Yeah. 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 Anthony Rizzo for Italia. It's kind of fun. All right. That's our main hits for that. We're going to, let me get everything working real quick. And we'll, let me get everything cleaned up a little bit. And then we'll start our next break, which is what everybody wants. Dak Bear. What's up, Dak Bear? Never seen you in the chat before. All right. Set these aside. We'll keep these out. These nice hits of ours. And then, does that mean we're ready for Prospect Plus? I guess so. I'll be trying to check what minor league team each one goes with, but every autograph we have goes with. All right, good luck, guys. You did, John. You hit the Edwin Encarnacion. Sorry, I'm just not seeing your question. This is 2007 Prospects Plus. I was 3 years old when this dropped. It's got 10 autographs, 1 per pack. Good luck, everyone. Empty. All right. Let's see. Starting off, pack 1. I think my dad was 24, 23. Eugene, okay. Corey Lebke. David Mailman. Potential for Ching Long Lo for the Tulsa Drillers. Hey! Charlie Culberson for the Giants. There's our first auto. Let's see. Jared Parker, Justin Jackson, and Aaron Ferreira. But our first auto is Charlie Culberson, who was a major leaguer. So that is a good first hit. Going to, let's see, I have a screenshot it somewhere. I'm assuming the Giants. So Beer Barrel Breaks. Going to Beer Barrel Breaks. I was a big fan. I was a big fan of Charlie Culberson when he was with the Braves. Very clutch player for us. Let's see, any major leaguers in here? I don't think so. I'll sleeve the potential one because it's an insert. I sleeve pretty much usually I'll sleeve inserts, Hall of Famers, and future Hall of Famers. whenever we break. If you're new here, we have a lot of fun. We break a lot of stuff. Break a lot of old stuff that you've never probably seen broken before. It's just a fun thing I do on the side. I'm a college baseball player for a junior college in Tennessee. I just do this for the side because I like ripping packs, but I don't exactly like having a bunch of cards laying around. James Adkins, Nick Schmidt, Kale Eorg, JP Aritzabia is our auto for the double days. I have no clue who the double days are. 4. There's another Jonathan Aritzabia. Kale Eorg. Colby Rasmus. There we go. There's an actual MLB player. I don't know who Kale Eorg is, but he had potential at one time, apparently. Which all these guys are a lot better than the average human, obviously. Colby Rasmus. Let's see if it says who they played for. Tristar, the double days. Days baseball team. Obviously, I named after Abner Doubleday. Well, I have no clue who they were. I think it was New York. The Blue Jays. It was the Blue Jays. So this is going to the Blue Jays. Whoever has them. Scotty. This is going to Scotty. I always do a recap at the end of the night, and usually we wait until the end of the break to reveal all the autos and stuff and the hits. But tonight we have a hit in every single pack, so 16 packs, 16 autos / patches. So, yep. Oh, yep, there we go. Adrian Cardenas. You're good, Andrew. I think you pulled a Ryan Vogel song. This is no, that's Rossi Detweiler. Here's you pulled. Ryan Vogel song out of 50. Our only numbered auto. So that's pretty good. Ryan Pope, Charlie Culberson, Ben Revere, another major leaguer. Another major leaguer. That's pretty cool. The Kane County Cougars, Sean Doolittle. Barry Enright, Jackson Williams. Ben Revere is for the Twins. I have no clue. I think the Twins were never traded. I do believe it. Randy Travis. Huh. I do play baseball. I play baseball for junior college in Tennessee. I am letting my hair grow out. I need to cut in a bit. Sometime this week or next week I need a haircut. How you doing today, G? It's weird watching postseason baseball and not having to worry about your team, right? I just get to sit back and watch. Jake Smolinski, Ching Lung Ho, Cookie, Carlos Carrasco, Matt Mangini, out of 50, Jordan Zimmerman, Julio Bourbon, and Matt Laporta. Matt Mangini out of 50. Going to the Mariners. Wendy, Miss Wendy. Congrats. I don't know much about him. I don't know what he did, but he's a numbered auto, and we'll always take numbered autos. Did y'all do good in that case? I'm not a big Breaker's Delight. I'm not a big Bowman Chrome kind of guy. Where is this? I'm going to put it back here. Not a big Bowman Chrome guy, but Jordan Zimmerman. And then Carlos Carrasco with potential for the Phillies. That's a cool card. Really? I don't know anybody in Bowman Chrome this year. I have no clue who is who. I'm going to put him in there because he's... I got you. I'll have to check it out. I'm just not a big Bowman guy. I'm not a big anything guy anymore, honestly. I like Topps Tribute. And I like stuff that you hit patches in. I like patches because they're the most collectible item for me, I think. And then just Chipper Jones autos. And then anybody who went to my college. I always collect players who went to my college. So, Greg Reynolds, Wes Romer, Peter Cosma, Nathan Vineyard. I have no clue who that is. But for the Mets, going to Tim Trentley, Nathan Vineyard, Kevin Arang, Andrew Brockman, and Daniel Moscos. Nobody I know in there. Put this in the little thing. Seems the Oaks and Bears are Diamondbacks. Any hits? Oaks, Bears, and Diamondbacks. Any Cubs hits? No Cubs hits yet. I don't know who y'all would be chasing in this product, honestly. I have no clue. Trying to think. No, Jason Hayward was a Brave. Speaking of the devil, there he is. There's you, Jason Hayward. Whoever has the Braves. I think it's Mendoza or Kevin Bell's batting gloves. Eddie Kunz, Pedro Bito, Young Chi Chen, Josh Smoker for the... I have no clue who that is. The Lake Monsters. Oh, there we go. Future Hall of Famer Max Scherzer. Grant Deckme and Jason Hayward. I'm a big Jason Hayward fan. He's from around where I'm from. I think him and Michael Harris went to the same high school. Either that or they're close. Max Scherzer, I think he's a Diamondbacks player in this one. So, Mega Man, you think you just hit a Max Scherzer. So, pretty good. Yeah. It's a Max Scherzer Diamondbacks hit. Josh Smoker. I have no clue who the Vermont Lake Monsters are for. Let me check. Let's see. It's a cool name. Let's see. They were the Nationals. So whoever got the Nationals is Mr. Jeff. Jeff won that one. And we'll put this one in there. Tacoma Rainiers. I have no clue who that is. There's a major leaguer. Anthony Rizzo for the Red Sox. I don't know who has the Red Sox, but that's pretty cool. Anthony Rizzo. Corey Brown. Neil Ramirez. Corey Lepke. I think he made to the major leagues. Rainers is. That's cool. Well, whoever has the Mariners got him then. Michael Maine. Rick Porcello. There's some major leaguers right there. Anthony Rizzo is a really cool card. You don't see many of him in the Red Sox jersey. I'm gonna put him in there because he's a future Hall of Famer, I believe. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like he's has an argument for the future Hall of Fame. I haven't really looked at his stats, but Porcello, I don't even know who he's going to. The Tigers. Corey Lepke. I don't know what he really did, but I'm pretty sure he made it to the major leagues. Eugene Emeralds. We got 3 more packs left. Okay, I can do that. I thought so, but I didn't want to say anything too brash without looking at the stats. I thought he'd be pretty cut and dry. Tommy Hunter. Brett Cecil, Hall of Famer. Mike Moustakas, Hall of Famer. Nick Schmidt. I don't know if he's a major leaguer or not. But put him up. Tristan Magnuson. Austin Romine. He is a major leaguer. And Carmen Angelini. How do you know if these are numbered? I'm throwing a numbered card in our next pack. Hopefully something sweet. Like a Max Scherzer auto or something. These are pretty fun packs to open. Let's see. Austin Romine. Major leaguer. 2007. That was a long time ago. These cards could vote. These cards could go to war. Sorry, that's just an interesting way to look at it. I was in pre-K when these cards came out. Actually, I was not in PK when these cards came out. I was about to go into it. But that's neither here nor there. Is that the right way to use that word? I don't know. 11 viewers. That's a good bit. I'm excited to have you back. Jake Arrieta. That's a cool card. Casey Crosby. Billy Roll. Chris Withrow. It's a nice little auto. I like his autograph. Daniel Duffy. Jared Parker. And Bo Mills. Ooh, that was almost bad. And put him on. The Dodgers. Whoever got the Dodgers just got them a nice little Withrow autograph. Trying to see who that is. A Gun. I don't know if they ever traded that. But Jake Arrieta. I was a huge fan of Jake Arrieta when I was younger. When he threw that no-hitter, I was a little fan of him. I had a few cards I wanted to collect. Last pack. Maybe we can get some last pack magic right here. Ow. That hurt. Todd Frazier, the Todd father. Joe Mather. Brock Huntinger. I'll check. Jackson Williams is our final autograph. Swing of the Quad Cities. Brandon Hamilton and Brian Reich. Not very many major leaguers in that last pack, but oh well. We had a pretty good break. Pretty good day. Todd Father. And then I'm going to go over our hits. The Volcanoes. That's a cool thing. The minor leagues names always have the coolest names. I have to check who that is. Let's see. Champion Volcanoes. Let's see. Northwest League. They were for the Giants. So Jackson Williams going to the Giants. Whoever has them. Check in a minute. Beer Bell breaks. Congrats. We'll go over these autos and try to keep them in order of major leaguer to not major leaguer. Yep. There we go. And then, all right, so first off, we got Jackson Williams going to the Giants. Nick Schmidt going to, I have no clue. Corey Lepke. Josh Smoker. We said he's going to the Giants too. Or Nats. He's going to the Nationals. The Mets, Nathan Vineyard. Chris Withrow going to the Dodgers. Out of 50, that's Matt Mangini for the Aqua Sox, which is the Seattle. JP Rentabia. I can't remember who we said we were going to. Ben Revere going to the Twins. And Charlie Culberson going to the Giants. And then we'll see who had which. I think it went this one. I'm trying to figure this out so I can say it the right way. Yeah. All right. Carlos Santana was our first one, going to Muck Bear. Carlos Santana auto. Edwin Encarnacion going to Scotty Uncle out of 50. It's a really sweet card. Really cool. Derek Holland going to, I'm pretty sure that's Transparency. No. I'm pretty sure that was Chris. Ryan Vogelsong going to Goins. G. Ross Detweiler going to Jeff. And Miguel Montero out of 25 going to, I think that one's Transparency. So, it was a good night. It was fun. I'm going to get all these cards out. If you haven't yet, please send me your address so I can get these cards out. I should have them by the end of next week. I have a pretty busy schedule coming up. We have a lot of games for this fall. I'm hoping to drop another break soon. We'll see how everything's going and everything. But I've had a lot of fun with tonight, and I'm excited to get back to breaking more often. Thank you guys. Good night, guys.